Searching for anecdotes about people's experiences on the interwebs may paint a distorted picture. Just like, for example, citing daily deaths due to certain things may paint a distorted picture if you're not also citing.
So this video is talking about the sales difference when it comes to personal trainers and gym owners. So here's an example that I wanted to talk about. When you're a personal trainer and let's say you have 30 or 40 clients and you're completely maxed, you probably don't really need to worry about sales. Here's why. If you get good results and you are getting referrals mostly through your business and that's how you grow, that's how you've grown and reached your point of almost max capacity, you probably don't need to worry about getting more than 1 to 2 sales, maybe even a month, right? And so as a gym owner, when you have a pretty sizable client base and you realize that the more clients you have, the more clients leave, you need a significant amount of attention around your sales, meaning getting new clients in. Because, number one, as a gym owner, your expenses are way more than a personal trainer. A personal trainer just needs to worry about themselves. They probably just need to worry about their rent. If they, let's say they rent a space, they probably just need to worry about their own personal expenses, and that's their business. And every new client is just more money for them, which is cool, which is great. But the main difference when you're a gym owner and you have staff, your concern is paying for your rent, paying for your overhead, paying for your trainers, and then you make money and saving some for taxes. And so the main difference with sales is your sales velocity, meaning the amount of sales you need, not on a monthly basis, but on a weekly basis, scales. So here's an example. If you're a personal trainer and you have probably even 20 clients, that's pretty good, right? That's pretty good. But if you're a gym owner and you have 150 to 200 clients, let's say 200, that's 10 times the amount of clients that you're managing, that you're servicing. So you got to think, how many people do I need in order to service, sustain, and maintain 200 members? Which most probably boutique private gyms don't even have 200 members, but just play a mental game with me. You're going 10x, so you have 10 times of everything. You have 10, potentially 10 times the amount of retention, 10 times the amount of sales, 10 times the amount of costs. It's not going to go like that, but just play that with me. And so your systems are going to have to, in your gym, your systems are going to have to be able to sustain 10 times more. So for example, if your retention rate is 5%, meaning 5% of your membership churns every month, 5% of 200 is like 20 people, right? 5%. Oh, it's like 10 people, right? So you have 10 people leaving every month. So you need 10 new people every single month, which is, let's say on a weekly basis, you need to sign up four times four. So it's like two and a half, 2 to 3 people a week. Yay, mental math. So you need to sign up 2 to 3 people a week. For a personal trainer, their business would absolutely not be able to handle getting 2 to 3 people, new people every single week, right? And so I just want you to consider when your sales is the sales component of a fitness business that's more on the size of a personal trainer isn't going to be nearly where it needs to be for a gym owner, okay? So you're going to need to scale getting more clients, marketing. You're going to need to scale referrals. You're going to need to, and here's one thing you want to think about when it comes to getting at least 2 to 3 sales a week. What are the numbers in order to achieve the outcome of, let's just say even on the lower end, 2 sales per week? What's your closing rate? Meaning how many booked appointments to how many closes. So if your booking rate is the industry standard of 50%, you need 4 booked appointments. Now, in order to get 4 people to say, hey, I'm interested in that, you probably need like 4 times the amount of leads. So 4 booked appointments, you need 16 to maybe even 20 leads a week to get 4 booked appointments. So where are these people going to come from? They're going to come from all sorts of places. They're going to need to come from every single place, right? In marketing, there's something called poles in the water. So the more poles that you have in the water, the more likely it is you're going to pull a fish up. But if you have one versus you have another boat that has like 10, they have 10 times more the likelihood to be able to catch a fish. When if you have one, your chances are just much lower. Even if you're like, have the best fishing line, have the best fishing rod, have the best boat, you only have one fishing line in the water. So your likelihood and your chance is just lower. So yeah, so mainly this video is really about the thought process behind the amount of sales you need in order to sustain a gym of 200 members. And especially if the industry standard is like 5%. So 5% of 200 is 10 people. 5% of 20 is like, is that even, because 10% is 2. It's like you lose one client a month. So you only need to replace one a month, whereas the gym needs to replace 10. So imagine that's 10 times the amount of new clients on. And you got to also think, this is beyond kind of this video, but just to plant the seed is operationally, what does that mean to be able to book the amount of appointments you need in order to close 10, onboard 10 brand new members every single month, and who's going to be able to manage that relationship, service them, coach them, train them, integrate them into your system, welcome them into all sorts of places. And that has to happen 10 times more a month. And so you got to think operationally, what does that do to the business? And if a business can onboard, like close, sign up, onboard, and service 10 brand new clients every single month, 120 a year, what kind of business do you need in order to sustain that level of signups and onboarding? So I know this was more about sales, but then I kind of talked a bit about marketing and went into some thoughts around operations. But these are just things a gym owner thinks about and a personal trainer doesn't necessarily think about. But hopefully you understood how important it is to be able to think about these things and really to scale your business, where your bottlenecks are, and the amount of attention you need and focus you need to put into something to create specific outcomes, and especially have the right KPIs in order to, grow, sustain, and run a profitable fitness business. If you like more of this kind of content, drop a comment below, let me know your thoughts, and follow for more. Peace.